What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Glitch. We have got a packed episode today. We're talking about Deadpool getting his very own VR game, a silver lining for disappointed Mortal Kombat fans, a huge rumor concerning Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'll be giving you my spoiler-free review of the new John Wick movie, Ballerina. Let's kick things off with the Merc with a mouth. All right, Marvel fans, get ready to suit up because it looks like we can finally play as the foul-mouthed, fourth-wall-breaking anti-hero in the VR world. That's right, MetaQuest is releasing a brand new Deadpool game later on this year, but, and this is a big but for a lot of people, if you were hoping for some of that classic Ryan Reynolds goodness, you're gonna have to keep waiting a little bit longer because the first trailer revealed that Deadpool has a brand new voice for this game, and it's none other than the legendary Neil Patrick Harris. Now, you definitely know him, maybe from How I Met Your Mother, or from the Harold and Kumar franchise. And for some of us, we might even remember him from a little show I like to call Doogie Howser MD. And honestly, with his witty sarcasm and over-the-top comedic style, I can't think of a better person to take the reins as the Merc with a mouth for a VR video game. Of course, shortly after the announcement, Ryan Reynolds reacted exactly how you'd expect with pure comedic gold on social media. Roll the clip.
Today, I learned a lesson about buttholes they don't teach you in medical school. People who steal your signature role are the biggest buttholes of all. No, I don't blame MetaQuest. Neil Patrick Harris is an amazing actor with the nurturing voice of an angel. But even though I haven't hit puberty yet, I still know when you're getting totally screwed.
House call.
Go!
Oh,
jeez. My girlfriend, what are you doing here? My dad sees you here. He's gonna freak.
You're a 48-year-old man.
I'm a 14-year-old medical prodigy who's going through the change.
Are you talking about puberty?
Robin, you're being paid.
This is vindictive and stupid.
I disagree with that diagnosis.
Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR.
No, I don't think we should do that because
You're
you're
so
my
dumb.
sister-in-law.
The good news is, based on the first Red Band trailer, the spirit of the character is 100% there. It's got all the action, violence, limb regeneration, and humor that you've come to expect from the Marvel character. A great holdover until we get to see Reynolds back in the suit. And switching it up from VR to classic arcade action, Mortal Kombat fans, this one's for you. So a lot of people were shocked, me included, and honestly pretty disappointed when NetherRealm announced that Mortal Kombat 1 was done getting new DLC, cutting its content roadmap short. After all the teases and all the tweets, and even Ed Boon saying that we were going to be getting content from Mortal Kombat 1 for years to come.
Request, especially to the fans, what can we expect to the franchise in the next few years, maybe?
Well, just like we did with Mortal Kombat 11, we're going to release a second part with more story. You know, and we have a big surprise after that. So we're going to be supporting the game for even longer than we did with Mortal Kombat 11. So it's going to be fun.
And now all of a sudden, then boom, out of nowhere, they just cut it. And how did they announce it? By releasing a trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, the definitive edition. I know if you guys are anything like me, that shit pissed me off. Especially considering the fact that the DLC that we got last time, the story expansion, was like 5 chapters long. I think 5 chapters long. And with a price tag of $60. The exact same price that the base game is. And you get like a 20 chapter story, and the expansion is a 4 chapter story with 4 DLC characters for another $60. But I was okay with that because in Mortal Kombat 11 we got a story expansion to the first story, and it was great. That story expansion was literally almost as long, if not as long, as the original story that came with the base game. But Mortal Kombat 1, NetherRealm, Ed Boon, what were you thinking, dude? A 4 chapter expansion for $60? No, absolutely not. And then not even follow it up with another additional 10 chapters of another expansion or anything like that? Nope, we're just gonna cut it short because nobody liked the expansion pack. I wonder why. It was definitely a tough pill to swallow. But there is a silver lining. During Sony's State of Play event on June 4th, they announced the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. The legends at Digital Eclipse, who made those awesome Street Fighter and TMNT collections, bringing back the classics. We're talking fully remastered games from the 90s and early 2000s, all playable with modern rollback netcode for smooth online fights. So far, the roster of games that was announced is insane, and it includes Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, and even deep cuts like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Tournament Edition, and the Game Boy Advance version. But it's not just the games. With new interviews with Ed Boon and John Tobias, plus behind-the-scenes concept art and motion capture sessions, basically just a full-blown digital museum for the franchise. Unfortunately, there's no exact release date yet, but it is expected to drop later this year. My money's on them timing it with the release of Mortal Kombat 2 in October. It makes perfect sense, and it would keep the fans hyped. Okay, from the gaming world, let's swing over to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We've got a juicy new rumor about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and the name at the center of it is Sadie Sink. According to Jeff Snyder on the Hot Mic podcast, he heard that Sadie won't be playing Mayday Parker, Peter's daughter, as many first thought. Instead, she'll be playing a variant of Gwen Stacy from an alternate universe. Think about that for a second. An alternate Gwen in the MCU? That opens up a million possibilities. Now, this is just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but what we do know is that Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, is at the helm of this one. Zendaya and Jacob Batalon are expected to return as MJ and Ned, and as of now, it's set to hit theaters July 31st, 2026, so mark your calendars. And to close us out, if you're a fan of hallways, headshots, and a certain man named Baba Yaga, you're going to want to listen up. I'm talking about from the world of John Wick, Ballerina. Let me start off by saying I really, really liked this. It was fun, it was exciting, and just full of that bloody action-packed goodness we'd expect. If you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, this is a must-see. The vibe is perfect. It's dark, but vibrant, gritty, but fluid. Now, I know the question that is on all of your minds as you're watching this video. Is John Wick in the movie? Well, without spoiling anything, the answer is yes. And actually, he's in it more than I would have expected him to be, which was a very pleasant surprise. The story isn't going to be nominated for an Oscar or anything like that, but it's a solid, entertaining action flick. And the action, oh, God. The violence we've come to love from this franchise is absolutely there in full force. But honestly, I think the blood and gore was turned up several notches in this one. And again, no spoilers, but there is a scene, and it involves a grenade. And it made me physically jump back in my seat like, holy shit. Did she just really do that? My only small complaint was the runtime. I definitely started to feel it towards the end. Because honestly, though very action-packed and obviously the ending of the movie, it felt like it took a little longer than it needed to get there. There's a couple times in the third act where I honestly thought, okay, we're at the end of the movie, but then we weren't. That's really my only complaint, is just the runtime was a little long to me. But otherwise, it was a blast. Fun, entertaining, and definitely worth seeing in the theater. But that's just my opinion. So, for today, from Deadpool to Mortal Kombat to the world of John Wick, what are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, take care.
If you like this video, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And do me a favor, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on everything new from the Glitch Feed.